Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with a TTM Mail Day recap, little catch-up from Wednesday through Friday. Just did not have any time to do the video, but I have had lots of mail come in since I went crazy and sent out a whole bunch. So I'll go ahead and show the purchases first, and then the TTMs. So first off, I went in a few breaks with Ben G76 Show or some. I can't forget which one is your name on YouTube. I think he recently changed it, but I'll try to make sure I put a link to him as well. But he's Ben's. What is it? Ben's Cards and Collectibles on Facebook. So some of these I think were even from a free break that he did last year, and he just kind of like holds on to them till you're ready to send them all, or till you have a good amount going. So oh yeah, I think this is the one from last year, the Eagles 2017 Panini, 2020 Topps. Of course I got the Rockies, and we got Topps Gallery from 2002. I don't think I hit anything, but 2003 Fleer Avant Twins and Rockies. And cards they're kind of like framed, and I've never really seen them before, so those are some cool ones. We got 2007 Donruss Classics. I don't know what teams I got, but I got several there. And Tony Gonzalez on the back, so I don't know if I bought multiple teams on that one or not. I don't remember. And then here's some more 07 Donruss. And there's something on the back that's number 250, so I guess we'll at least take a look at that one, right? Demetrius Williams, University of Oregon, 117 of 250. So this whole actually might be a. We got a Fran Tarkenton, number to 100. So I don't think there was any hits, but still cool. And they're very, very affordable breaks, so if you guys are looking to do some of those every now and then, I don't do it that often, but they were pretty reasonable price, so I wanted to add some, as well as some Rockies players, some different sets maybe I didn't have. I thought that'd be perfect. So so thank you, Ben, for that and saving those and setting those aside. Next up, I bought, I was watching the most recent Autographers Anonymous podcast, and they were talking about how cheap many like signed baseballs by Bob Feller are, and that got me thinking, I wonder if I can get one. And I found one for only $25, plus about $10 shipping, but that's besides the point. For a Hall of Famer with the Hall of Fame inscription, I think that's pretty cool. So I won't take it on the bubble wrap right now, but Bob Feller Hall of Fame. That's 62 or something. So really cool. Get that. And then I guess it comes with a figurine. I probably know somebody, a certain Cleveland Indians fan, who would probably appreciate that more than me. Statue there. And then it is also JSA authenticated. So we got a little JSA authentication sticker or ticket. So that's even better for something that's only $25. So I couldn't believe it. That's my first Hall of Fame baseball, technically, for a player who was already in the Hall of Fame. I do have a Larry Walker autograph, but he was just voted in, so that doesn't technically count, I guess. But yeah, so that was a neat little pickup. And then look at this, guys. So this is the last 3 days of TTMs. That's a lot of mail. So a lot of Battle of the Decade stuff. So first up, we have Mr. Lou Cross for Battle of the Decades. This is 64 Topps rookie card with the Kansas City Athletics. So that's 1 point. Then they're just going to be all in pretty much in the order I opened them. We got Mr. Robbie Ftorek, who signed 1 photo for me that I sent him. So I told you guys I sent a bunch of hockey and a bunch of baseball, so you'll see those coming back. We've got Mr. Don Garlitz with a $10 donation to his car museum, which is part of his collection there. You see in the background. And he included an extra card. He asked that you for a donation, but I think he will sign for free sometimes. If if you write a nice enough letter. So just thanks. So, and then Mr. Garlitz was obviously a race car driver. He had 35 NHRA victories, 43 NHR final rounds, 8 U.S. national wins, and 3 NHR championships. So he's a pretty good NHR racer. So very cool. And he is 88 years old. And he might have honestly been a Korean War or Vietnam veteran. To be honest, I'm not sure. Most likely Korean would be more doable there. So I don't know, I'd have to research that and see if he possibly was. Then I got a return from Mr. Shane Nelson. I've already given 1 photo to my boss, but I couldn't find much for him, even though he was a pretty decent linebacker. Kind of, I think, like a second middle linebacker in if you played in like a 3-4 defense. But he signed that one, and then a photo of an 82 Topps card, which I gave away already. And then the address I used, it had like a forwarding address on like 2 different addresses, so I have no. So the one I used technically doesn't work, I guess, and got forwarded around all over the place. So I have no idea what the correct address is because I can't even read half the envelope. He just wanted to thank you for the kind words, and I can't make out what that is. So there's the bottom is the Bermuda Triangle defense. So, anyway, I'm not quite sure what that says. I'll have to do more, take a closer look, I think. And final one for Wednesday should be this guy. I did not include a donation. I don't think he necessarily does, but I was going to if I had any other cash on me. at the time, but I did not. This is Hall of Famer Dave Keon from the Toronto Maple Leafs. So pretty cool. Put his number 14 description. Then we move on to Thursday. We got a return from Mr. Tony Esposito with $10, with a $10 signing fee. Unfortunately, the marker didn't turn out that well, but that's alright. I've never tried sending to him before. Kept meaning to, and just never did. And pulled out some cash and just started writing to some guys who charge, I guess. For the time being that I can actually do that for. Next should be a Battle of the Decades. This is Mr. Dave Duncan on a 69 tops. Of course, Dave Duncan's better known as pitching coach with the Cardinals. Probably one of the greatest pitching coaches. Great coaching duo with Mr. Tony La Russa. So that's a nice one to get back. We got Mr. George Thomas, who also signed the index card that's inside my letter, or SASE. Signed a 63 tops with the Angels, and then inscribed index card 67 Red Sox. That's another point for my team. We got Mr. Wilbur Wood, who signed a 64 tops rookie card. Long-time left-handed pitcher. And then we should have another one here. Mr. Bob Henrich signed his 59 tops or 58 tops. I think it's 58 tops rookie card. And then it's also signed the index card. And included a typed response on the back of my letter, and also signed that as well. I won't read the whole thing, but he just said that he, for the first time, went and Googled my channel, never logged onto that site before, and wished me the best with the contest. And I was joking about how I accidentally misspelled his name on the letter, but he said that's alright. So I messed up on that. I did H-E-I instead of H-E, so I wasn't paying attention there. But then he said that he was rooting for us to win the Battle of the Decade, so come on guys, we gotta not let Mr. Henrich down there. So, and then he said also he'll check in later in the year to see how we're doing. So that's really appreciative. So thank you, Mr. Henrich, and thank you for checking out this video. I don't know if you happen to see this one. Hello, and how are you doing? And thank you for signing this card for me. It looks very nice. So really cool. That is a point for 50s and 60s. We're having a pretty good week, honestly. And then, still going on along with Thursday, we got a boxing return. This gentleman is the inspiration for the Rocky Balboa movies. So Mr. Chuck Wepner. I sent him a long time ago, and just decided I'd write one more time. Get him on a photo. So I included a signed business card size photo. Ali versus Wepner, 3/24/1975. That he signed, and then he included an unsigned. So, Allied Beverage LLC. So really cool. So thank you, Mr. Wepner, for the little extras. So that's a really cool return to get back if you guys haven't sent out to some boxers. He's a really nice one to write to. Then we got a golfer. It's not often I get very many golf returns in, so I've been trying to send a few out. Got Mr. Dan Forsman. He lives in Utah. Nice photo. I think previously, years ago, I got him on just one of those golf custom deals that I was trying to do. So I thought it'd be nice to get him an actual photo where you can see him. Still on Thursday. This one's a twofer, so they're both a husband and wife, at the same address, and I thought I'd send a photo of each of them from their respected shows. And this is Mr. Tim Reed and Miss Daphne Maxwell Reed. Tim Reed was on WKRP Cincinnati, and Daphne was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She would come later on as the second mother, well, the second lady to play the mother. The first lady had to leave for some reason, I don't remember why. So, pretty cool to get back from both of them just by writing one letter. And just told them how I wrote a letter specifically to both of them. So, that was really cool. Next up, we have Miss Cartha Doyle for, I'll have to double check, but I believe this is also for Battle of the Decades. I think she played in the 50s for the AAG PPO. Second baseman. And then she just wrote on the bottom of the letter there, thanking me for my interest in the AAG PPO. So that's a neat one to get back. I forgot that one was still out there. Then we got Mr. Ernie Wakely. Signed an old black and white photo. Pretty good goalie with the Galatians 2:20. Let's go ahead and, we haven't done that in a while where we looked up verse. I should know this one, but I bet you it will come to me when I read it here. Oh yeah. Just wait for it to load. Oh yes, of course. Yes, I should have known this one. So this is Paul, the Apostle Paul writing. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. That's the NIV version. That pops right up. So, very cool inscription. Thank you, Mr. Wakely. And then he also includes a testimonial tract as well. Then we have one that's been out since February of last year. I forgot this. I thought I'd honestly got this one back already, but I sent to Mr. Dave Bush. I think in the minors he was trying to do a comeback, if I remember right. Or it might have been shortly after he was trying to do a comeback. But he was a longtime pitcher for, well, the Brewers. My second favorite National League team. This would have been about 2017, 2018 maybe he was trying. Didn't throw particularly hard, but he was kind of like lots of curveballs, changeups, kind of a control pitcher. Try to get lots of ground ball outs, but he usually, because he didn't throw as hard, he usually gave lots of home runs. But he was a good pitcher for the Brewers though for a long time, so that's a cool one to get back, honestly. And then final one for Thursday is coming back from an actress. Looks like she signed the paper too, I think. Or maybe just rubbed, no. So it just, some of the ink rubbed off. So she signed my photo and on the back and included an extra of hers, which is kind of cool. Got Miss Barbara Hunter with Haley Mills there. This is from Where Angels Go, Trouble Follows. So she described with the trouble with angels, Caleb Best Wishes, Barbara Hunter. And then her character name, Mariolann, or Mary, I can't quite read it. Some of it, the signature's broken up. think that's where some of it rubbed off. But and then she, this one you can read a little bit better. So nice return there from an actress, and a little extra there. So thank you, Miss Hunter, for the extra gift. And finally, we have Friday's TTMs, which I picked up late last night. So there's definitely no way I could have done a video. Some more Battle of the Decades returns. So it's also signed the next card. I sent him 2 cards, and he didn't have to, but he includes some extra photos as well. So it's Mr. Johnny Edwards, who was the former, he was a starting catcher for the Reds before Mr. Johnny Bench took over, but still had a pretty decent career. So signed the 67 and 69. And like I said, signed the index card. And 3 photos. No, wait. 4 photos. 3 photos. No. That one's just thicker than the other one, I guess. Caleb, best wishes on that one. Here's one with the Cardinals. And here's one with the Reds. So, thank you, Mr. Edwards, for those extra photos. I'll have to write him a thank you now. So that's another point for Team 50s, 60s. Resent to Mr. Bill Davis. I'd previously gotten a return to sender from him. So I got that one for Teams 50s, 60s on a 68 Topps rookie card. He also has a 67, so which one's his rookie card? It's the exact same photo. Fall off. This one is a shock. It's a football return. This is a card that came from Andrew. I did not send a donation. I couldn't find any information if he necessarily charged or how much. But I saw one person got a return from this address, like his business or something, and I was like, let's give it a shot. See what happens. Worst thing that can happen is I get a return to sender, or he just keeps it and I never see it again. But this is Cowboys legend, Mr. Tony Hill. A really good wide receiver for them for a number of years. I was not expecting this one to come back. So, goes to show you can never count out a TTM. And always seem to forget that, but that just helps remind you. So, that was sent out back in January. So that's really cool. So thank you, Mr. Hill. That made my day, or my night, really, because I opened during the night. I was like, whoa, I was not expecting that one. So that's a really nice one to have. Definitely excited to put that in the football card collection. And we got a few more guys. We're done. I do apologize. This video's gone for a long time, but hopefully you just add it to your watch later, finish it when you can, or just watch the parts that you want to see, or grab a drink, grab a snack, maybe sort out some cards and just listen. That's perfectly fine with me. So got another hockey return, Mr. Tony Herkek with the St. Louis Blues. I probably did not pronounce his last name right, but it sounded okay, so we'll go with that. Got 4 more. It is an astronaut return. Come back from Mr. Brian Duffy. I actually did not realize at first that he included an extra. So here's the extra. It's the same photo, but it's a custom card of his own from Lockneed Martin. So really cool. Astronaut Brian Duffy. And let's see, what did he do? I thought I'd list his military. He was in the Air Force, I think. So also is a veteran. So I made sure to thank him for his service. Another hockey return, Mr. Paul Holmgren, who I believe is currently coaching, or at least recently. So very cool to get back from him. Former Philadelphia Flyer. Great. So really nice return from him. Usually a pretty good signer. Two more here. These are some older ones. This is one I forgot that I sent out before the Battle of the Decades contest, but it counts because it's coming back from the 60s. This is Mr. Larry Colton, former Phillies pitcher. I don't know if Mr. Dick Thonin is a living still or signing, but we'll have to, I guess, check and see. And then he included, so he's also an author. He wrote Counting Coop, a true story of basketball in honor on the Little Bighorn, which he also signed the inside of in a little note. So if you guys want to check out his book, I might also give it at least take a look at it, see what it's all about. So that's a neat extra, and then hopefully that can, just by advertising that for Mr. Colton, that can help him out, make some book sales. Thank you, Mr. Colton, for signing, and I hope some of you guys might be interested in checking out his book. And then finally, another one for, I believe, for Team 50s and 60s. I'll double check again to make sure she played in the 50s and not the late 40s. Well, her card says 51 to 54, so this one counts. This is Miss Katie Horseman. She was an infielder, a pitcher, and a catcher, so she was a busy lady. She signed two. She signed the photo I sent her, and then included a custom card. So very neat. So that's 2 bonus points there from Battle of the Decades with the Colton and the Horseman that I forgot were still out there, that were previously sent. So that is it, I promise. So thank you guys so much for watching and helping me get through this week, almost a whole week's recap. Maybe I'll have time to do another video today, I don't know. We're quite busy this weekend, but we shall see. And thank you for staying around. If you stay for the whole video, do appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great start to your weekend, and I will see you all next video. Talk to you later. Bye.